Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Rick Fussell and this is the Ingrain Workshop. In today's video we're going to be building an American flag cross out of a 6-foot fence picket. Now out of this 6-foot fence picket we'll be able to make 3 American flag crosses. That's coming up next here at the Ingrain Workshop. The first thing we're going to do is cut off the dog ears on the end of this fence post, and we're going to do that over at the miter saw. Next thing we're going to do here at the planer is we're just going to take off one face of the fence picket. Again, it's a little rough, so we're just going to make it smooth and it'd be a little bit less sanding for us. Next, here at the table saw, I'm going to take and just cut just a hair off of one of the rough edges. Then I'm going to put that edge up against the table saw fence, and then I'm going to rip it down into 1.5 inch wide strips. That should give me 3 strips out of this fence post, which will be for the 3 flag crosses. And then I'll have a little strip left over, which I'll use for the brace for the flag crosses. So here we have our 3 1.5 inch wide boards cut for the 3 flag crosses. And then next, here at the miter saw, we're going to take our 1.5 inch wide strips and cut them down to 12 inch lengths. These are going to make the horizontal members of the cross. So we're going to make a total of 6. I'm cutting 3 here and then another 3 here. Now with my homemade stop block on my miter saw, I'm going to cut the 3 inch vertical stripes of the flags. There's going to be a total of 9 of these for each flag for a grand total of 27 for all 3 flags. Okay, so we're back here at the table saw, and I have my 3 pieces that I cut previously at the miter saw at 16 inches. I now have my fence set up to 3/16 of an inch, and we're going to rip these in half, and this is going to make our vertical and cross back supports for the crosses. So the next thing we're going to do, now that we have all our pieces cut, we have our 3-inch pieces and our 12-inch pieces. We're going to take and route a 1/8-inch chamfer around the perimeter of all the finished side pieces. And we're going to do that here at the router table. Back here at the miter saw, we're now going to take our back support pieces and cut them down into 5-inch lengths. This is going to be the horizontal back support pieces on the crosses, and then we're going to cut the vertical back support piece at 16 inches. With the 6 horizontal cross members laid out on the center block, I'm going to take my gas torch and then just start burning the wood just to give it more of a rustic look to it. You know, this is strictly personal preference as far as how dark you want to burn it. And, you know, again, it's personal preference. I'm going to go with a medium type burn, but you can go with a lighter or darker burn depending on what you're looking for. With the horizontal pieces burned, I'm going to now take the 27 3-inch vertical pieces and go ahead and burn those with the same technique. With the 2 horizontal cross members and the 9 vertical cross members laid out, I'm going to now take and tape off where the blue portion of the flag is going to be. This is where the stars are located on the flag. And I'm just going to use some painter's tape just to tape off the boundary, so when I do go to stain it, I'll have a nice clean edge here where the blue meets the red and white stripes. It's time to start staining the flag, and I'm going to use a Minwax wood finish. It's a stain, it's navy, I believe, and we're just going to start here by staining the blue portion of the flag, which will include the 3 vertical members above the horizontal members, and then the 2 horizontal members to the left of where I taped it off. So that's going to be the boundary of your blue area of the flag. For the red in the flag, we're going to be using the same Minwax wood finish stain, but we're going to be using the barn red color, and we're going to paint every other stripe red, including one of the 12-inch pieces. So this is going to include one 12-inch piece and then every other 3-inch piece all the way down the cross. Now that I'm done applying both the red and the blue stain, I'm going to come back with just a cotton towel or a cotton t-shirt and just wipe off all the excess stain. I'm going to let it dry for probably about 5-10 minutes and then wipe it off. After you wipe off the excess stain, the crosses should look like this. Okay, so now that we have everything stained correctly, we're ready to glue up the crosses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these over and align the vertical and the horizontal back supports, and then put them in some clamps, and then we're going to clamp them up. Once we get them glued in and clamped up, then using an 18 gauge 1/2-inch brad nail, we're going to brad nail the back vertical and horizontal supports to the back side of the crosses. Now while the glue is drying on our crosses, I wanted to go over what the next step is going to be, which is going to be taking and burning the wood stars. So what you're going to have to do is purchase, this is a pack of 50 1-inch wood stars from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the video description below. It was $7.99 for a pack of 50, and that's enough to do the 3 crosses that I'm doing here. And then you'll also need to buy a 1-inch flag template, which is also on Amazon. I'll leave a link below as well. This was $7.99. So this is a one-time purchase, and then you can continue to reuse these as long as you're building flags. But you will have to replenish your wood stars. So the next thing we're going to do is burn our wood stars, just like we did the stripes on the cross or the flag. Okay, now that I've let the crosses dry overnight, the glue should be dry. I'm going to take them out of the clamps, and then we're going to lay out the star locations on the flag. So this is the 1-inch star template that I ordered from Amazon, and the link will be in the video description below. So we're going to lay it out here in the blue area at the bottom right-hand corner, and then we're going to take an awl and just mark the center location of our stars. Okay, so now with all the stars glued onto the flag, we're going to repeat the process for the other 2 flags, And then the only thing left to do will be to apply the finish. And then the hanging, we're just going to put a little hanger on the back side of the cross. Okay, so now with the sawtooth hangers fastened to the back of the cross, I can now flip them over, blow them off, make sure they're nice and clean, and then we're going to apply a lacquer high gloss finish. We're probably going to use 2 or 3 coats of this high gloss finish to finish the flags. So just to recap, the fence picket from the big box store is going to run you about $2. That's for a 6-inch by, I think, 5/8 of an inch thick by 6 foot long fence picket. The pack of 50 1-inch stars from Amazon ran about $6.99, along with the template. The template also ran about $6.99. Now the template is just a one-time investment. All in all, from one fence post, you can make 3 crosses. So the total cost per cross is somewhere between $5 and $7 per cross when you factor in the lacquer finish and the stain for the crosses. So for a $7 cost of material, and then plus your markup for labor, I've seen these selling on Etsy as high as $75. So try it out. If you're looking for a nice fence post project or fence picket project, this is something I would highly recommend. Again, the price point for the material is pretty low, and it's basically your labor cost. And to be honest, it probably won't take you longer than an hour to knock out 3 of these crosses. So you can play with the price point. I've seen them sell on Etsy for as high as $75, but throw it out there on Facebook Marketplace or on Etsy, starting at maybe $40, and then bump it up depending on the market demand for this particular product. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it was useful to you. If it did, then please leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you like DIY and woodworking projects, then I highly recommend that you smash that subscribe button. It's free and painless. And I'd also ask that you click on that bell icon. That way you'll be notified of all our upcoming videos. To all my existing subscribers, I really appreciate all the support that you've given this channel. I'm Rick with the Ingrain Workshop. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.